like select command, insert, update, delete. Okay, so but in select, select also has other attributes like order by to sort. Okay, you can also use a group by in select to group a set of records based on category. Okay, you can also use a wait card to fetch some records based on a particular values. Like now, you can make use of like command. Okay, to fetch records based on a number of characters in the file. All right. So today we are going to look into how to use SQL join to join two or more tables. Okay. So if you have two tables, so you can use SQL joins to join them together. Okay. So these statements allow us to access information from two or more tables at once. Okay, so if you have two tables, so you can join them to fill the information in those two tables, okay, at once. So instead of open tables one by one, so you can join both tables together to fill the information in the two tables at once. So that is a purpose of using SQL join. So these are also keep our database normalized. So we now have different types of join. So we have our inner join, left join, right join, and full join. Although we also have some other type. So let me check this notes. Let's check this one. This one. So okay, I think this one categorize SQL join in a better way. Okay. So this is another one using join. So SQL joins plus is used to combine records from two or more tables in a database. A join is a means for combining fields from two tables by using values common to each other. So if I want to join two tables, there must be one column in first table that is also present in another table. Like now, if you have a table and you want to join with another table, so first table must contain a column that you can also find in another column in another table that you want to join. For example, customer ID. So if you have customer ID in one table, so that customer ID must also present in another table before you can join them together. So you cannot join two tables with different columns. So like now, if you want to join two tables, so there must be a column that present in table A and also present in what in table B before you can join them. So there must be a relationship between both tables. So now let's see this. Consider the following two tables. Customers table. So this is the first table. So it contains 5 columns: ID, name, age, address, and salary. Okay. So this is the second one. So this is table 2, others table. So under this one, we have order ID, okay, then dates, customer ID, and what and amount. So this ID is a primary key in this first table, while it is a foreign key in second table. So when you have ID in first table, then you also have the same kind of ID in what in another table. So it's going to be the foreign key in another table. So while the first one will be what will be the primary key. So now you can join this kind of tables, these two tables, you can join them because you can join them together because the first one contains ID and there's another customer ID in second table, so which is this column. So if you want to join this, you can use a normal select, okay, so to join both together. As we have it here, select ID, name, age, amount from customers, from my orders, where customer ID equals to what? Orders dot customer ID. So this one, if you join, well, we are not using a join command here. So you just join both tables using select query. Okay. So, but if I want to join the two tables, so you can now use a different join. So we start with inner join. So there are different types of joins available in SQL. So first one is inner join. So inner join returns rows when there is a match in both tables. Okay. So so the way inner join works, it will look for the match in both tables. Okay. So and return their rows. So left join. So if it is left join, so left join return all rows from the left table, even if there are no matches in the right table. Okay. For example, for the inner join, so inner join will look for the first table and the second table. So it will look if we use ID to fetch a record. Okay. So if we use ID for the inner join, so it's going to look for where the customer ID present the value of customer ID in first table and the value of customer ID in second table where they are the same. So and fetch those records out. So that is how inner join works. For now, so if we have 5 rows in first table and we have 3 rows in another table, okay, so and I want to join both together using inner join, okay, so it's going to check the ID. So where you have the value in first ID, the ID you have in first table, so it will look for the values, value of ID in first table and check the second table where they are the same and fetch those records. So if we just have two rows that the ID are the same, so it will fetch 2 rows for you. So, but it is not like that for left join. Left join, consider the left table. So if you have 10 rows in that table, it's going to fetch, it's going to display 10 rows for you. Even if the second table contains just 5 rows. Are you getting that? So all other rows for the second table will be empty. So now let's start uh, let's start the exam to demonstrate how inner join works. So we are going to pick those joins. We are going to pick them one by one to show their output, how they work. Okay. Now let's start with inner join. So to start, you need a database and a set of tables. So localhost. So let me share this. So now click on PHP My Admin. Here we have data analytics DB. So under data analytics database, we have 3 tables there. My records, okay, sales records, then sales records updated. So now we want to join my records and sales records updated. So this my records, this one contains just 3 rows, right? So it contains how many rows? 3 rows. So why this one contains 8 rows, 8 records? So now let's combine both together. So click on the database. So go to your SQL. Then you now have select. Okay. Then the name of the all the column names. So here we have our surname, other name, gender, age. So we can just use just 4 columns. Okay. So select our surname, okay, comma other names, comma age, comma gender. Okay. Give me. So now, I want to select as okay. Let's select as some columns in first table. So gender, okay. Let's pick age, comma age, right? Okay. So let's what? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's just use left. Okay. So after this one, then for the second table, so we need let's check the columns there. Okay, category, product name, and amount. Okay, so we have category, product name, right? If I want to select all, so you use asterisk. Okay, if you want to select all the columns. Okay, so we use asterisk. So now product name, comma amount. So where you have this, okay, so select all this from, okay, from first table, which is what? My records. Okay. So inner join second table, which is sales records. Okay. So now say on. So on my records dot id equals to sales records dot id. So you're going to select all these columns that we listed here from first table, my records. Inner join is to join the first table with the second one, sales records. Okay, sales records underscore updated on. So this is the condition you're going to use. Where we normally use where my records ID equals to a particular maybe particular value. But now since we are using inner join, so you replace that where with my records.id equals to what? Sales records updated.id. So let's run it. Click on go. Unknown column. Unknown columns, other names. Okay, maybe you just use other name, not other names. Other name. So click on go. Yeah, we have 3 rows. Okay, if you look at it, this is our first table. 1, 2, 5. That is the ID for the first table. Okay, so it's going to use this because what inner join does is that it will check the ID for the both table to where they are equal. So it's going to fetch the record. So for this one we have ID equal to 1, right? So it's going to fetch all this Henry equality name. Then it will look for this second table. So can you see where we have the ID 1 techno pop 3. So if you check the output Henry equality, can you see that? So if you check the second ID in your first table, which is 2, and look for ID 2 in second table. So combine both together, fetch it. Then the last one here is 5. Can you see that? So add this solar. So and if you look for the ID, Samsung. So let's check. Add this solar, Samsung. So that is how inner join works. So if you want to use left join, okay. So let's see. So this is our code. This is our query for inner join. What you just need to do is just replace inner with left. So change it to left. Left join says records updated on my records. Okay. Now let's check. Oh, sorry. Yes. What I copied it before I changed I corrected it. So click on go. So you still get the same result because what left join do is that it will consider the left table, and our left table is what is my record. Are you getting it? So this is the one you specify first is your left table. Are you getting it? So left join, it will combine this table with this first one, my record. Are you getting it? So it will drag the records in second table to first table. That is how left join works. But if it is right, so it will drag the records of first table to what? To the second one. Okay. So let's check the right. So inner join and left join is likely to give you the same result. But at times you may not get the same result. For example, if we have if the first table is 5 rows, okay, and in the ID we have 1, 2, 5 here, okay, and we also have 2 other rows that their ID are not the same with the second table. There's no any the value of the last 2 rows are not present in the second table. Like now, if you look at this one, we have 1 to 8, right? So and in your left table you have another ID 10, another one 11. Okay, so if I want to do inner join, if you want to use inner join for both tables, so your output is going to be 3 rows. because the second table doesn't contain 10 as ID, and there's no 11 as ID in second table. So the output of your query is going to be 3 rows, right? So for inner join. But if it is left join, you are going to get 5 rows, because whether the hiding are present in the second table or not, so it's going to consider the left table. So it's going to consider all the rows in the left table. Are you getting it? So that is the reason I said you may have the same result for inner join and left join, or and they may not be the same result. Are you getting it? So it depends on the value you have in this column, in ID column. So if you have all the values you have in the ID also present in the ID column for second table, so you may get the same result for the left join and what and inner join. But if your column, the column ID contains some other rows that are not present in what in second table, so you may not get the same amount, the same result for the left join and inner join. So I hope it's clear. So now let's check for right join. So if you want to check if you want to do right join, so let's just paste this. So remove the S from the other name. So then where you have left, you have inner, so change it to right. Okay, right join. Okay, so let's check. Go. So yeah, can you see the? So right join, we consider the total number of rows in the right table. So and for the left table, so what we have there is just 3 rows. So all other rows in that tables, so it's going to add a null empty to the rows. Okay, so it had null to the rows. And this is the first row. Okay, row this is ID1. So second row is for ID2. Okay, for ID3, there is nothing like ID3 in first table, in the left table, but we have ID3 in the second table. That is this one, there is ID3. Okay, so I'm going to consider right table to populate the rows. So there's nothing concerned with what with the first table. So whether first table has the values for those rows, so it doesn't concern about that. What is concerned is the second table. So the number of rows in the right table. So that is why we call it right join. So right join, we move all the values, okay, from left table to what? To right table. So for left join, we move all the rows, move all the rows in the second table to what? To the first table, which is left table. So that is how right and left join works. Okay, so let's check other join. So let's check other one. So we have other join, like outer join. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have left join. We have done that. Right join. So right join. Let's see. This is right join. So for right join, returns all rows from the what? From the right table. So then the next one is full join. So for full join, returns rows when there is a match in one of the tables. Okay, so it returns rows when there is a when there is a match in one of the tables. So let's see how it works. So we just uh change it to full join instead of the right. So full join. So change it to full join. So here now we have a full, okay, full join. So click on go. Unknown my records ID. Unknown colon my records dot ID in, okay, okay, full join sales records. For full join, I don't think we need on. So let's see one of the examples of full join. Okay, this is left join, right join. Then the next one is okay. Okay. So I'm on the notes. Let me share the notes. Yes. So I'm checking the notes. So now this one we have a right join. Okay. So after the right join, so the next one is full join. So full join. Okay. So the same now. So now okay. So let me reshare. So full join, my records, full join, sales records, underscore updated on my records.id. Okay, let's copy this. So let's cut. So it's supposed to be on that database. So SQL paste. Okay, select surname. Okay. Okay, let's have this. My records.id. Okay, comma. Okay, my records.id. Then after before this category, sales records.id. So comma. So okay, let's run it. My records to unknown colon my records.id. Yeah, we have issue. Full join sales records. Okay. Okay. Let's check left join. Do we have any issue with the code? Okay, this is working perfectly. Okay, so but for full join, okay, so full join says records underscore updated on my records.id. I think let me check. Okay, so I will check that full join later. Let's see outer join. Okay, I think full join the table. Okay, okay. Let's remove this first. Mm, My record. So wait, let me check the example. So okay, select ID, name and updates from customers who join others and customer ID. Or is this one has been deleted? So we still have it. Okay, so to select my record.id name, okay, from my records, full join, sales records updated, okay, on my record.id equals to sales record. So non-column, my record.id in bit list. Okay, okay. Right. So let's look at the other join. So apart from full join, we have self join. So self join is used to join one table to itself. If your database does not support full join, okay, MySQL does not support full join. Okay, let me share. So for the full join, so we cannot use it in MySQL. So so if can you see if your database does not support full join? So for example, MySQL does not support full join, then you can use a union or clause, okay, to combine these two joins as shown below. Okay, so we cannot use a full join in MySQL. Okay, so we can make use of a union or. Okay, so it will work the same way full join will work. Okay, so full join is if you combine all the columns, okay, now in both tables. So whether they are the same or not. So let's see, like this one, I select ID, name, amount, date from customer, left join, others, okay, union hall. We can have it like this. Okay, left join and right join. So because full join is combination of left and right. Are you getting it? So if you now have left and right, so you can use union hall to join both together. Let's let's go back and see. So now, so since we cannot use full join, so what you can do now is when you have a left join like this, okay. So you now you now say union hall, okay, union hall. Then we copy this, okay, and paste it here. So we now change this one to right. Can you see? So the first one is left join. The second one is what? Right join. So union hall, it will combine both together. So that is how full join works. But because we cannot use full join here, so when you click on full, yeah. So to combine both full join and can you see? You know, this is the first. This is the first table. Okay, so 125. So we have it from here. Then this is the second one. So you should consider the left and what and the right. So and combine them together. Okay. So that is what how to use union hall to replace a full join. Okay. So now the another join here is outer join, but I don't think MySQL also. Mr. Kone, can you hear me?